constrained, but it's not flowing the same way. But her ingenuity, the talent that girl has. I mean, I remember when we were talking yesterday, and I was like, she brought out, she kind of, you can see her thinking, and then she's like, do something with lightning and this water right now, and then it sparked, and she just smiled like, I'm showing that moment. She's like, I'm a bloody genius. Welcome back to the POVCorn Podcast online.
Yeah.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm good, man. Sometimes it has to be online.
It's been a minute, man. So how have you been, movies-wise, series-wise,
The morning show is back. I saw that as well.
You watch that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. The morning show is back.
I just saw it recently, and it came back, and everybody's like hyped. To see Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, and I'm like, I didn't know they had a show together, but I guess I might check it out. It's drama, right?
Yeah, it's drama. I think Ben Stiller was in the first 2 seasons or
so. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good show.
Nice.
I continued. Wheel of Time is back. I saw. I'm all caught up on that as well.
How's it been, season 2?
It's been good. I think this is actually a very nice franchise, and I think they are doing quite a good job because it's adapted from the books. So they have 14 books, bro. 14 books of this show. So there is so much content to pull from, like so much content.
I saw a bit of news where there was like a new development in the series, and that's going to fundamentally change the main character from the books.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I don't know if fans might get behind that, but I don't see the ratings dropping. So I'm actually going to give that show a try because I was planning on reading the Robert Landon books. I believe that's his name, Robert. But I just haven't had the time reading, I mean, 14 books, and he died before he completed them, and Brandon Sanderson was chosen to help complete the books.
I didn't know much about that. I did not even research on it. Nice title, Wheel of Time. Okay, let me give it a try, and I did, and it actually was good.
Robert Jordan, not Robert Langdon. Yeah. Okay. Robert Jordan published till 2018, The Wheel of Time. He died in 2007. So rest in peace, yeah.
So I think those are the shows I've seen recently. And then for movies, I saw a couple. I think I saw one yesterday. What's it called? Love at First Sight. I know. It's a very cheesy title already.
Is it the Priyanka Chopra movie?
No, that's Love Again or something. I've seen that one. That was a long time ago. This one just came out. Love at First Sight. I actually liked the trailer. For some reason, I actually enjoyed the movie. I know it might be weird, and it's obviously 100% predictable. Like 100%. You definitely know what you're gonna get. So I was not even. The thing is, I went into the movie without any expectations whatsoever. So I was not expecting anything from it, but I just enjoyed the whole feel good vibe and all that. It's a nice movie. So they met at the airport, and they're going from the US to London, blah blah blah, for separate stuff. And I love the soundtrack. Like I was just first watching, I was like, what's all this, basic stuff. And then when there was this soundtrack that this girl, she did her like a cover of Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody. So her name is Morgan Harper Jones. The cover was so like an acoustic version. It was so cool and beautiful to listen to, and I actually enjoyed that in the movie. And like I was like, oh my god, the soundtrack is actually nice. Same like the other music in the movie was actually nice. Yeah, it's just very feel good. Don't even expect anything crazy from the movie. It's just just the way you think about it, exactly how it's going to happen.
That was a cool cast, though. Haley Lou Richardson, that was in 5 Feet Apart with Cole Sprouse.
I don't know if you've seen White Lotus. She was in one of the seasons in I can't remember the season of White Lotus. Yeah, it's Haley Lou Richardson.
I'll check it out, definitely. That's something feel good, take the stress off your brain.
My brother, that's what the week. And then I just remembered Welcome to Wrexham is back. So I saw that first episode. Yeah, I was thinking of starting this other show, The Other Black Girl. I don't know what it's about, but I wanted to start it. So from the synopsis, it
comedy,
says
right?
Nella. I don't even know if it's a comedy. It says Nella, an editorial assistant, is tired of being the only black girl at her company. So she's excited when Hazel is hired. But as Hazel's star begins to rise, Nella spirals out and discovers something sinister is going on at the company. Okay, that'll be fun. I
Sounds
would
fun.
say it. Yeah, I would say it. Yeah, that's what's up so far for me. What about you, man?
You know me. I'm only seeing a few things every now and then. I've been seeing 24, man, and I'm currently at season 5, and Jack
That's
Bauer
a
is just going through a lot.
top.
It's a
He's
tough
always going
show,
through a
yeah?
lot. Top tier show, man. He's always going through a lot, man. Always.
Honestly, it's like the job is just taking so much from him, and I know it's not like by force. It's his choice, and he just can't help himself but go for that mission, go for the mission, and lay everything down just to save people that don't even know that he's saving them, and then to get turned on by his government, by his agency. I mean, that dude is only 5 seasons, and I feel he's done so much that nobody should even question his decisions. If he makes a decision, they should just be like, shit, it's Jack. Let's go with it. But it doesn't seem to be the case, man. And then just losing his wife, man, it's too much. And it's just 5 seasons, 4 more seasons to go. I'm not even done with season 5. I can only imagine what else is coming, man. Christ. It's crazy. I love it so far, though. Yeah, so One Piece, we've already spoken about One Piece before. I mean, just a truly magical show. Truly magical. Like, One Piece has broken the live action curse. Yeah, it was a curse, man. It was. There are only a few live actions. In fact, the only one that comes to my mind right now is Rurouni Kenshin. Other than Rurouni Kenshin, there's no other live action that I know is good except One Piece. So it's good to see. This should be a lesson to everyone else. Just pay attention. Pay attention to what makes the anime, the manga. Pay attention to what makes it what it is, and try and deliver that as realistically as you can. Because One Piece did a lot of things right. I mean, just looking at the cast, you can see Usopp. Usopp in the manga has like this really long nose, like Pinocchio. But in the show, he doesn't have that long nose. He has a normal nose, and I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. It's like okay, it's live action. We don't want to see him with a long ass nose in the show. How's he going to be walking around with it? He's going to have that fakeness to it. But despite everything, so lovely. So freaking lovely,
it's almost sublime, and it's kind of easy when the casts they love the material beforehand, like they're like diehard fans of the material already. It's always easy for them to just fall into that character.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's what I noticed. Inaki Godoy seems he seems like a very big fan of Luffy. In fact, he's a real life Luffy character. Everything he does. I remember this clip. He was like, "Roll the clip." I was like, "That's so Luffy. That's so freaking Luffy." And then you can actually feel his charm from the screen. Whenever he says, "I'm going to be the Pirate King," you can actually believe it the same way Luffy in the anime. I remember the first time I was watching One Piece and this scrawny kid was talking about being king of the pirates. He's so scrawny, but it sounds so believable. It's the same vibe Inaki Godoy gave. And that's why I feel Netflix might be onto something, because the kids that are playing Avatar, they are super big fans of the actual show. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I mean, fingers crossed. We haven't seen anything yet.
I don't think you can get it wrong twice.
You can't know. They might have given their all for One Piece, and they're like, "Man, we just can't do it for Avatar. Let's just go."
That would be disastrous. That would be sad, honestly. It's gonna be like, you know what, just stop.
I mean, the first one was a failure. We can't have another failure, man. I don't know. One Piece gives me confidence for everything else that's coming after. So we have Avatar coming, which I've already mentioned. We now have Harry Potter that's being rebooted. It's giving me serious confidence for that. We have Twilight that wants to get, I don't know if they finalized that, but Twilight's about to get adapted again into shows. Just the confidence,
I don't feel that's gonna be good.
Twilight. I don't feel it's going to make as much as an impact as it did when it first came out. Yeah. That's the only difference. All good, man. One Piece, definitely. If you haven't seen One Piece, go check it out. I've been seeing this other show, Halt and Catch Fire, a complete mess of a show. Just the name alone. The name alone. I think Halt and Catch Fire is a computer code. Let me just pull that up. So Halt and Catch Fire, known as an assembly mnemonic, HFC, is an idiom referring to a computer machine code instruction that causes the computer's CPU to cease all meaningful function, typically requiring a restart of the computer. And that is the title of the show. So Halt and Catch Fire is a show about a couple of I call them misfits. They are misfits together. There's no cohesion between three of them. They all came together to create their own flagship PC. Back in the 1980s, man. An engineer, a dude that is just, you like it? Oh, it's freaking nice, man. But yeah, it's just their journey of creating their own flagship PC and everything that happened before that and after that. And it's a complete mess of a show, man.
Is it based on like true events?
I don't believe so. But everything is realistic, very realistic.
The full first season is done?
It's done. I think it's a complete show. 4 seasons from 2014 to 2017. 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, 8.4 on IMDb. So
it feels like a good show. I definitely would put on my list.
It's very hype, man. And I've also been seeing Castlevania, man.
Oh, I forgot to add that to my list as well. We both saw it again.
I mean, you're done. I'm not done yet.
I finished it like this.
Quickly.
I was quick with it.
It's good to see it again. I mean, there's some things that we didn't notice in the first season. We're getting it now, and that's freaking lovely. I've been sending you messages, and you've been sending me messages as well while watching the show. There's some really rad stuff, like what happened to Alucard and the Japanese twins. That was tough.
That was crazy.
It was crazy. I was telling you that I didn't.
You didn't see one?
Oh, I was telling you that I didn't understand why Alucard didn't see it coming. I felt it should be something.
No, it's like I said when you mentioned it. I think if you can remember, I said he on a normal day he would probably see it, but when you've been alone for a very long time and you're craving, human interaction and all of that, which is what he was getting at that moment. At that moment, you might be blind to a lot of things. You see the way they were asking him questions, and then
it was too prying.
Do you understand? And then the girl would now kind of calm everything down when the brother is asking
massage
to or something. He would have started to have this feeling that these people really want, there's something more to this. But man was lonely for a very long time. He had punished himself so much, and now he had these people who just came to his doorstep, So what do you expect, man? What do you expect? And it's okay. It's okay to feel like that, honestly.
It was so deep, man. In fact, that whole episode, I'm not done with season 4 yet. Just started it, but I feel that whole episode, What the Night Brings, might actually be one of the most important episodes of the entire show. Because that episode was complete chaos. While that was going on, extracurricular activities with Alucard and the twins, there was Hector and what's her name?
Lenore.
Hector and the other, and Lenore. Yeah, Hector and Lenore. And then we had Cypher and Belmont fighting the guys I wanted to bring back.
They're the only ones that were not enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
the only ones that were actually doing the job.
It's just freaking ridiculous. And then there was Isaac as well. Isaac as well was on the other side of the wall trying to,
Isaac is my guy.
Power.
Isaac is my guy. That guy is his conviction. His conviction is to the T, like straight to the point. He doesn't.
He doesn't,
Once he
honestly. He
makes once
freaking
he makes up
raided
his
that
mind,
town.
bro. And then when he went to
Yeah.
fight Camila, oh my god, that was
Oh,
such a good
I'm
thing.
not
That was
there
a good
yet.
fight.
Yeah,
That
it
was such a good
was
fight.
a good fight. Yeah. It's
But then
crazy,
we
man.
have Cypher with all the elements.
I mean, like
Cypher's
I said
amazing, man.
yesterday, the real question is Cypher versus Ang. That's the real question.
And we kind of talked about it. I was like, the bending in Avatar is really cool. It's really it's the way the flow, it's the elements, it's not just only, Cypher has her own thing going with her fingers and all of that, but she's just jumping and flying here and there. But you see Avatar, the bending, to me, that's what makes it cool. The way they move, like, Tai Chi,
The
it's very
martial
smooth.
arts.
Actually, I love that bit of it. To me, that's what makes bending actually exciting to watch.
It feels like an extension of their body. Cypher has that has something similar going, but you can see that it's not as if it's constrained, but it's not flowing the same way. But her ingenuity, the talent that girl has. I mean, I remember when we were talking yesterday, and I was like, she brought out. She kind of you can see her thinking, and then she's like, can I do something with lightning and this water right now? And then it sparked and she just smiled like I'm showing that moment she's like, I'm a bloody genius.
Yeah,
That was probably what's
exactly.
going through her head, man.
It's magic, but they kind of call it intent.
Yeah, that's all magic is, intense, making things, using my will to make things possible. I feel I'm paraphrasing, but that quote like hits me hard. I had to tweet about it. Freaking ridiculous. That's another good thing about Castlevania. The dialogues, the quotes, everything hits
Amazing.
home.
Like you said they can talk for Africa. Like they would just keep talking and talking and talking. But then they are very, very important dialogues. It's not like not like basic talk. The talk is always
A
very,
waste of space.
it's not, it leads to something,
Mm.
It leads to something. It's those kind of discussion that if you were standing or if you were there at that moment and you were talking, you would actually stop talking to listen. You won't say anything. You just, those kind of people when when you're in a situation where a lot of people are talking, and then there's just this person that when he starts to talk, everybody keeps quiet. That's how the conversation actually. That's how the conversation actually feels like. Everybody keeps quiet. Just want to really hear what he has to say. That's actually how the conversations actually are.
Yeah. Oh, God, like a fly. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but freaking sick. Just on that episode again, I sent you a message and I just want to like read it out for the audience. Episode 8, what the night brings. The whole episode is just makes me wonder if it's trying to show the human condition. What humans are. We crave pleasure in the case of Hector and Alucard, and we crave power in the case of Isaac and the Priory trying to bring back Dracula, and Isaac trying to take over that town. So he has a horde of, an army of the Night Horde. And then connection, again, Hector and Alucard, and protection, Cypher and Belmont. With kill for it, with steal for it, with life for it. I just felt that's what that episode was trying to bring, but I'm not sure that's like my interpretation of it. But it was so deep because I was like, what's the point of interleaving all these activities, into like that small block within the episode?
It was a combination of all these things. Actually.
Yeah. Epic stuff. Yeah, it's Castlevania month. Castlevania drops on September 28th, so we're doing a rewatch. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have been seeing. Yeah.
Nice. Has been a good week, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a good week. We grateful for it, before we move into news, we are taking movie requests. So if you feel you want us to cover a movie that you just want to get our opinion on it, some expert opinion, from POVCorn here.
Experts.
So you can send us a message on Instagram. That's at POV.corn. That is at POV.con. Or you can tweet at us on at POVCORN_. That is POVCon_. Or if you're feeling a little bit old school, you can send us an email at thepopcornpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll answer. We'll answer definitely. Or you can leave a comment down in the description and we'll get to it. Just something, a little bit of interaction between yours truly and the rest of the audience. So yeah. How do you feel about that, man?
That would be fun, man. That would be fun. And sometimes I'm looking forward to watch. That's why I went to see Love at First Sight last night. So that was the first thing that just came to my face when I opened the net. When I turned on the TV, I saw Netflix. I was like, Love at First Sight. Oh yeah, I saw the trailer the other day. Let me just see it.
Yeah, super nice. So shoot us with that. We've got a bit of news this weekly. Crazy stuff happened in the past 2 weeks, so we have to inform you guys about it. So yeah, Chris, why don't you kick it off, man?
We have I did see this on Instagram. So Timothee Chalamet spotted with Kylie Jenner as Wonka director praises actor's beautiful singing voice. That was unexpected.
Honestly.
I was unexpected. I had to check it again. I was like, "Are you serious?"
I thought it was a lie.
That was photoshopped.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the photo and I was like, "Hold up, this can't be Timothy." I opened like a Timothy photo side by side. I'm like, "Damn, that's him." 2 of them at the US Open. My question is, how does she go from Travis Scott to Timothee Chalamet? How does Timothee Chalamet go for I guess his first Hollywood relationship with Kylie Jenner? It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, they're 2 grown adults.
You love who you love, bro.
Exactly. Chris's famous line, "You love who you love." Pretty sick. Well, kudos to him. And kudos to them. Actually, they should enjoy themselves. Next, we have The Little Mermaid. It's already breaking records on Disney Plus. The Little Mermaid didn't have quite the performance on box office, but apparently it's doing much better on Disney Plus, which is kind of crazy.
People just want to sit at home and watch it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that might be the case. People don't truly trust. I mean, nowadays, I think the narrative is being pushed that we shouldn't give bad movies our money in the cinema. So everybody's just like, you know what? I plan on watching it, but I won't go pay 16 euros to sit down in the cinema and watch a movie, So it's better that way. I feel that's the reason why it's doing much better on Disney Plus. I haven't seen the movie. I am not going to see the movie, but if you want to, go check it out on Disney Plus. Right? Apparently it's good. My girlfriend saw it and she was like, she likes it.
I have seen it. I actually enjoyed it.
Interesting.
There are a few highlights for me. So.
Yeah, what?
There were a few highlights for me, like some stuff I can just remember just by thinking about it. So that was good. It was good.
I guess it's just the nostalgia. I don't know.
Who knows?
I mean, Haley Bailey. I'm not going to say it anyway. Good luck to them. Despite its success on Disney Plus, the controversy surrounding the remake, including the casting of Haley as Ariel, the movie continues to succeed even past its release. Little Mermaid is currently ranked as 7th most popular movie of 2023, so they obviously did something right. They freaking did something right. But yeah,
moving on, we have what the hell? So this is on One Piece. Fans want Ryan Gosling to join the live-action Netflix show as Doflamingo.
I'm sure there's a small subsection.
It can't be everybody, right?
It can't be everyone. No.
that would be funny. Actually, that would be funny.
That would be freaking funny. It's because he dressed up like Don Flamingo. Honestly, it's quite striking. It's quite the resemblance, if I do say so myself.
Sure, I can see it. I can see it. And the internet is filled with mesmerizing edits showcasing his potential in the role. That'll be funny to see.
I
While
saw
there
it
is some
live on
debate,
Twitter
are you
when
serious?
everyone was
Yeah, you
kind
have
of
sent it to
tweeting
me,
it.
man.
I
Send
think
it
I
to me, man.
retweeted it on POVCorn.
I'll check
It
it
was
out.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While there is some debate and skepticism about Gosling's fit for the role, this fan-propelled casting possibility has injected renewed intrigue and speculation into the series, which is what everybody would want, or what the producers would want.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
gonna be fun. There's like so much content to pull from. Like this thing can last for more than 10 seasons, bro. So much content.
I saw this should probably be a bit of news. The directors were saying it's going to go for more than 6 seasons. So we're eating,
More
man.
than
We're going to eat good.
more than 6 seasons. It's gonna be for a while. It's gonna be for a while. As long as they
Yeah.
keep delivering, I think everybody will keep following it up.
Invincible season 2 will be much bigger and have a much more epic scope than season 1, said by
Yes.
Invincible's co-creator Robert Kirkman. And I'm like, bring it on, man. Season 1 was incredible.
I was about to say that. I want more. Let us go. Let us go.
Honestly, it was freaking incredible, man. Said it's going to be more thrilling than the first. It's going to show Mark's growth and his maturity and his transition from teenager to adult. That I don't know if you've seen the comics. Have you read the comics for Invincible? Lots of dark shit is coming. Some really dark shit, especially concerning Mark. I'm not going to say no more for people who haven't read comics, but prepare thyself. Prepare thyself for some really dark shit. Omni-Man is going to be back as an even greater threat to the Viltrumite race, adding more intensity and complexity to the story. Viewers can expect new alliances, rivalries, and emergence of unsung heroes. Yeah, all that bunch of stuff. Coalition of planets, uncovering of betrayals, violence, and bloodlines between heroes and villains. That's what we love to see. We love seeing this anti-hero, anti-villain, hero to bad guy to hero type of stuff, It's going to be epic. Who is the good guy and who is there anything like a good guy? Is the world so black and white or is it gray and red? That type
The
of thing.
boys.
The boys, man. Gen V is coming out too, by the way. I can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that. It's going to take shit so far, apparently. And they're in like what, high school or university or college?
It's kind of like I think it's kind of like a school for the gifted type of thing. I think so.
That's going to be scary, man.
Yeah.
So Invincible drops November 3rd. Probably going to do a rewatch before then of season 1.
Next, we have the Marvel's Elizabeth Olsen says she's ready to move on from Scarlet Witch. There is no longevity in one character. I think she's already doing stuff on her own. Like she has the show, what was called? That came out this year.
Love and Death.
So
Love and Death.
So
I don't think many people have seen that show.
I haven't seen it. I was supposed to. I don't know what happened. I kind of skipped it.
I mean, it's not that. I get where she's coming from, though. I feel this is probably the reason why someone like Tom Cruise didn't want to do Iron Man, because you don't just play the character for a while, for a short period of time. You have to play for a long time, and then people start associating you with that character, and then the comics start getting drawn in your likeness. All of a sudden you become the character, basically. So yeah, same thing with Batista from Guardians of the Galaxy, right? He was like, man, I need to move on. I can't just be Drax, especially when they don't want to use Drax, So yeah, I feel it. I feel
and by the
Marvel
way,
fans would not like hearing it at all.
By the way, I saw a video where Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, returns back to WWE.
Really? Interesting. To do what?
I sent it to you on Instagram.
I
sent it to you on Instagram. Yeah. So yeah, Elizabeth Olsen wants to explore her characters and not be solely associated with Scarlet Witch in her career. She expressed her desire to do more films and take on different roles beyond the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While she acknowledged her love for playing Scarlet Witch, Austin aims to build a diverse portfolio and find balance by portraying a variety of characters.
Next, we've got Marvel fans demand Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine after seeing his body transformation from Miracle Workers. Now, this is a very, very silly one. Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. I mean, it kind of works.
He's all ripped and all that.
Yeah, let me just.
I haven't seen Miracle Workers yet.
I haven't seen. Is it a movie or a show? Not quite sure. But this is how he looks. That's how he looked.
Okay, he actually looks like he can pull it off.
It looks like he's going bonkers, man. And I mean, he's happy about the comparison. You know, people have been putting him side by side with Hugh Jackman, and he's just happy about it.
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. There's this image about him. Look at this.
Nice.
It looks lovely. I vibe with it.
AI strikes again.
AI strikes again, man. Or it's probably someone like Boss Logic doing it or something.
Rick Riordan defends Disney's Percy Jackson series diverse casting choices. Like, I don't understand why that is an issue in this day and age.
Man, people are not with it. People are really not. I mean, if the writer can be okay with it, why can't you be okay with it?
Percy Jackson and the Olympians is set to debut on Disney Plus in December, offering a more faithful adaptation of Rick Riordan's novels. The casting choices for the series have faced online criticism, particularly Leah Jeffries as Annabeth Chase. Riordan defends the casting decisions, emphasizing the importance of updating the story for a new audience and disproving speculation about quotas and wokeness. I don't know, man. People just want to gatekeep. Like, no, there's no point in just doing a lot of. I don't know. I just don't want to talk about this shit because it's not even something that we should be talking about on this day and age. Like, watch it, enjoy it. I don't see. If you don't want to watch it, it's fine. But if you are watching it, watch it and enjoy it. There's no point in talking so much about this, wasting all the time and energy, man.
If it's going to work, let's just see it. At least let's see it before we start passing, judgments on whether it'll be good or not. I get where they're coming from, especially loyalists. It's kind of like similar to what we're talking about Star Wars the other time, purists for the show, gatekeepers. They don't want any change. They want it done by the book. But yeah, if it sucks, good on you. Stop watching it, Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's so happy about it, and he's really vocal that leave the cast alone. And it's going to be on Disney anyway. You do not need to see it. It's for kids. It's going to be for kids. So if you want to watch a Percy Jackson movie, go watch the sucky ones that came before. That's just it. Right? I get where they're coming from.
That's the news, bro. That is the news.
As for recommendations, this week we recommend Wheel of Time. I mean, Chris can attest to that. It's looking good.
It's looking good. I saw you've seen Talk to Me and you tweeted about it. I probably try. I wanted to see it early I wanted to see it early this morning, but I decided to wait till it's night, so I'll see it like when it's dark and everything. I want to see when it's dark.
It's such a clever movie. I know where the overarching story might come from, but it was done so bloody well. Everyone should see it. In fact, we recommend Talk to Me. Just go check it out. We recommend A Haunting in Venus. Is coming out next weekend or this weekend, I believe. And The Nun 2, which is actually doing crazy numbers in box office. So those are our recommendations for the week. If you loved this episode, then please do check out the weekly recap we did. It'll be somewhere, everywhere around there. So yeah, check that out and drop a comment below for us and we'll join you in your conversation, or you can join us in our conversation. It's nice. Now moving on to the meat.